That beautiful woman in front is my sister-in-law. I have no idea why she's here to see me. Let's go ask her. Hey, sister-in-law.
Brother-in-law, you're finally here.
What's up?
I came to you today because there's something hard for me to say.
What's so hard to say? Are you short on money?
Yes, could you lend me $2,000?
Well, I just withdrew $3,000 to buy a phone, but since I don't need it now, I'll give it to you.
Okay, thanks brother-in-law. You're still as quick to help as ever, lending it to me without hesitation. I'm so grateful. You know, hey, look at the scenery behind us. Isn't it nice?
It's beautiful. It's just a big mountain.
Let's go hiking there when we have time to relax a bit.
Sigh. With so much pressure, who has time to relax?
I came here today to tell you that my sister is getting married.
She's getting married?
Yes, I just divorced her 6 months ago, and she's remarrying already? Yeah, she's found her true love now, living in a villa, driving a luxury car, and she's planning to hold the wedding at a 5-star hotel. She asked me to let you know. Are you going?
Oh my, how could I go? As her ex-husband, if I attend her wedding, wouldn't that be a slap in my own face?
Fair enough. Maybe it's better if you don't go. Say, brother-in-law, you've been divorced from my sister for over half a year now. Have you thought about finding someone else? What's the point of finding someone? I'm a single father with a child to raise. Who would want someone like me? You're actually quite a catch. Look at how you take care of your parents, right? As the saying goes, filial piety is the greatest of all virtues. Parental grace is greater than heaven. One can repay the debt of birth, but it's hard to repay the debt of being raised. So, look at you. You're so filial to your parents, you're handsome, you're 6 feet tall, you're in great shape, and you're so considerate. You've been separated from my sister for over half a year. Hasn't anyone introduced you to someone?
Well, there have been some, but the girls they introduce are quite demanding. They want $880,000 for the dowry, plus a house and a car. How could I afford that? I'm just an ordinary worker, living paycheck to paycheck, you know?
Oh my god, they have no vision at all to ask you for that much money. Oh right, Xiao Jizi, look at you, you're in your mid-20s, why aren't you dating anyone yet?
Oh, as for me, people have introduced me to guys, but they find out I'm just a working girl, and they worry about my aging parents, plus my parents are always in poor health and need medicine. You see, you are such a filial girl, taking care of your parents all the time, and look at your situation, you're at the age to get married, yet you just stay home looking after your parents. They say that filial piety comes first among all virtues. Raising a child is a lifelong task. Even crows repay their parents, and lambs kneel to nurse. If a person doesn't know how to be filial, they're no better than an animal. That's truly pitiful.
So, we share the same values, right? We're both good children who are filial to our parents.
Yeah,
Where is Xiao Bao? He should be happy to see me. I usually love playing with him. Where did he go?
Since you're here to visit, Xiao Bao is currently sleeping in the room.
Oh, sleeping. That's fine then. I'll go play with him later. Brother-in-law, I want to ask you about something. Ask what? Well, I've taken a liking to someone recently, but I'm afraid to confess my feelings. I'm afraid of being rejected. What should I do?
Sister-in-law, someone as outstanding as you, what's there to be afraid of? If you love him, just say it boldly, right?
But, the situation is a bit complicated. He's a 35-year-old man who is divorced and has a child. There's a saying, the path from a man to a woman is a mountain, but from a woman to a man is a vale. But you're so pretty and have such a great figure. Looking for someone who's divorced with a kid just isn't right. I advise you not to get involved with him. But he's highly educated, a top university graduate, and he's especially good at caring for his parents and his child. He's also very attentive and considerate in daily life. I've liked him for a long time, but I never had a chance to pursue him. Now I feel like an opportunity has come, but I'm afraid that if I confess, we won't even be able to be relatives anymore.
Oh, whether you're relatives or not doesn't matter. Actually, I really don't suggest you find someone who is divorced with a child, since you haven't been married yet. But if you really like him, your brother-in-law won't stop you. You have the right to pursue your own happiness and freedom. You have to be bold and speak up about love, you know?
Okay, then I'll say it, brother-in-law.
Why are you telling me? You should go find him and tell him. Or how about I go with you?
The person I like is right in front of me, not far away at all.
Ah, you don't mean you like yourself, do you?
I like you, brother-in-law. I want to confess to you. Can you accept me? Stop joking around, auntie. You're so beautiful and filial. People chasing you must line up to the next village. How could you possibly like me? I'm serious, brother-in-law. I really don't think so. Brother-in-law, you and my sister have been divorced for over half a year now, right? It's not easy for you to raise the kid alone, and you still give me pocket money from time to time. We aren't family anymore, and since you and my sister are divorced, I feel really bad taking your money. I just think it would be great if we became a family. Let me take care of you and the kid in the future. The kid likes me too, right?
No, think about it. If we were together, I'd be divorced from your sister but still calling your parents mom and dad. Our relatives and friends would surely judge me. How could we be together? Auntie, you're actually so pretty that anyone would like you. But it just doesn't make sense for us to be together, you know? So many people like our uncles and aunts are watching. They would definitely point fingers at us. We aren't a match at all. People would say I'm a toad lusting after a swan, just waiting for a disaster to happen. They would never bless us being together.
Brother-in-law, don't worry about what others think. If you're worried about gossip, just don't see my sister anymore. You can just come with me to see my parents. Just stay away from her. She has her own life now and might not even come home anymore. We can start a new family. The kid will still have his grandparents, and I can give him the maternal love he's lacked since he was little. Look at how cute and sensible he is. From now on, I'll be his mother. He's always had a good relationship with me since he was little, right? In that case, he'll definitely be able to accept me, and he'll be able to accept us being together. Tell you what, brother-in-law, don't pay any mind to what other people are babbling about. If we're going to ask for advice, we shouldn't ask those young kids. We should ask you older aunts and uncles with a wealth of life experience. If you think it's right for us to be together, for a brother-in-law and sister-in-law to be together, then please tap the screen here to support us, and tap the plus sign below the avatar as well. Can we be brave and get together today?
Since you've put it that way, I find it hard to refuse your kindness. Actually, I know that even after you broke up with me, I still had feelings for you deep down. After all, you're like a sister to me. You are a person who is filial to your parents and cares for your family. I feel like you're much better than your sister, but because of our relationship, I was too embarrassed to say anything. Since you've spoken up today, if the aunts and uncles support us being together and give us a tap here and a follow, then fine, I'll be with you. It's hard to resist, isn't it?
Then, brother-in-law, if the aunts and uncles give us good feedback today and tap the screen here, don't refuse me anymore. Let me be Xiao Bao's mother and walk through the rest of our lives together, okay?
No problem, sister-in-law.
Alright, as long as the aunts and uncles tap here and the plus sign below the avatar today, you can't go back on your word.
Sister-in-law, I really didn't expect you to confess to me today. It's about to rain, and you're standing here in the rain talking to me so seriously. I know I'm a divorcee and I'm not worthy of you, but since you've said what you said today, let's wait for some wonderful feedback from the aunts and uncles, shall we?
Alright, then we'll wait for the wonderful feedback from the aunts and uncles. Xiao Bao is still sleeping. Should we wake him up and take him to the mall to eat steak? My treat. Oh, I should be the one treating you. The thing is, if we get married, if you want to buy bags or anything, I'm afraid I won't be able to afford them for you. It doesn't matter, I never had high demands in those areas anyway. I don't really care about the material side of things. If I want something, I can just buy it myself, right, sister? Brother-in-law, as long as you're willing to be with me and accept my confession, I believe that if our parents know that fate brings people together from 1,000 miles away, they will surely bless and support us being together. They've already given us their approval, so you don't need to keep thinking about those old-fashioned ideas, okay? Take this step. We should express love bravely. For our happy life and for Xiao Bao to have a complete childhood, do you dare to be with me?
What do I have to be afraid of? Love should be spoken out loud. Since you and my sister are basically no longer together, and you have expressed your love to me, I fully accept it. But I am divorced, and I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Since you said our parents are willing to support us and give us a bright future, then fine, I'll be with you. How about that?
Okay, let's go pick up Xiao Bao, then take him to the mall. I'll treat him to steak. You just lent me 3,000 yuan.
Wait a bit, Xiao Bao should still be sleeping. Otherwise, he'll make a fuss. Let's sneak over to my place and sit for a while to see if he's awake. Then tell him the news. He'll be so happy.
Xiao Bao should also agree with us being together and let me be his mom, right?
Yes, he's mentioned it before. He's only 6, but he's so smart.
Okay, I'll buy Xiao Bao 2 new outfits later. I'll get paid soon and pay you back. Oh, why pay me back? Just keep it. We're going to be one family anyway. Alright, a handsome guy in the family. Let's go.
You look really beautiful.
Let's go, sister.